So, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sales Copywriting Content Marketing Hacks podcast, which is actually this is the CopyandContent.AI report now. So I just transported myself back in time like 2 years, and just shows you how you subconsciously fall into stuff. What's up, Stu?
Hello, Jim.
How are you?
Good. Good. It's been a
Oh,
good
good.
week. Getting a lot of stuff done. Some some old young whippersnapper told me I need to change how my website looks. It looks like it's way back made in 2012, and I
hmm
said it was.
Who was the young whippersnapper? Your son looking for something to do?
No, he's actually got something to do now. I'll tell you about all about it. He's
Oh, okay.
yeah, everything that he's been wanting since he was 12 years old has fallen into place.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, so everything's good, Jim.
That's
Everything's good.
awesome. Well, I'm gonna tell you something to tell the young whippersnapper. Um, do you know one of the oldest, most successful websites on the entire internet, Stu?
Mhm.
Do you know what it is?
Hmm.
It's
Oh no.
Craigslist, Stu.
Oh,
Craigslist has not changed, and Craigslist looks the same as it did back in 1995.
yes, it
Craigslist
does.
generates anywhere between 600 million and $1 billion every single year with no external ownership, 100% private equity. The owners they're like 80% profitable, and their site still looks like it was made in front page 98. So, Stu, tell the young whippersnapper to stick it right up his tail hole, and you'll do
Yeah.
whatever you want. And
I'm
and
debating. I'm debating. Yeah, I got some really cool pictures I may put in there and make a slideshow, and I got a video. Your video is going to go on there and testimonial. So I got
right.
some ideas. So it's not a massive change. It's just some changes.
Okay. Well, that's good. What's up,
Yeah.
Paul? What's up, Vicky? What's up, Julie? I would just caution you against change for the sake of change. So if there's something that will help you to do well, then great. If it's
Yeah.
something that's just gonna be change for the sake of change, be careful.
Yeah, the beauty of
Um,
the Shopify system is that
uh-huh.
if I don't like it a week later, I can push a button and all the old ones go back. That's kind of cool.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Whatever you're doing, just do it. Life's
Yeah.
short, Stu. Eat dessert
Yeah.
first.
You know.
Um, cool. Well, I want to talk about a couple things today with our theme. Yesterday we had our masterclass entitled "Your First or Next 1,000 Leads."
Mm.
What's up, Dave? Happy Ash Wednesday. Um, and it was a really good discussion. One of the things that we touched on was the difference between leads and subscribers. And I want to investigate that a little bit more and then talk about developing a relationship with your list, type of relationships, and stuff like that. Because I think that would make a really good addition to what we talked about yesterday, and then what we're going to be talking about in less than an hour when we do genie hacking with the folks. So
Yay.
feeling that our masterclass from yesterday is going to have a replay of today's podcast on the page, and then have a replay of what we do for genie hacking on the page, because I think this is all kind of working together. So let
Hmm.
me ask you a question. Were you on the masterclass yesterday, Stu? Stu's like, nah, Jim, I'm going to catch the replay.
I was not on
Okay, good. I'm glad you weren't. I didn't want you there anyway.
it.
Um, what to you, Stu, when I say lead versus subscriber,
Mm.
what does that say to you? There's no right or wrong answer. I mean, just but
Yeah.
what immediately comes to mind? What's the difference between
I
a lead versus subscriber?
I would say the lead or the subscriber is a little more bought in than the lead,
Okay.
right? Like if you're a subscriber on a newsletter or subscriber on a Instagram, right? Those
hmm
are potential leads, but they're also they're already taken the next step to say, all right, I like this guy.
Okay.
Let's see what he has to offer. The lead is kind of like the first time hearing about your name, and um, is in that decision making point of, do I want to take the next step?
Okay. So I like that. And I'm just going to kind of parrot that back to you. Subscribers, basically, what I heard you say was they bought into you.
Yeah.
They have decided, you know what, this is somebody I might want to pay attention to. Um, to me, a lead is someone you've come in contact with who has a purchase intent. So it's they don't know you yet, and they're making a decision as to whether or not they want to buy or not. And a sale, even using the term sales lead, okay, as opposed to a subscriber isn't necessarily looking to buy. A subscriber's looking for more information. Now, a lead's looking for more information, but they're trying to decide whether they're going to convert or not. Now, this is different than a subscribe. This is a free subscriber in my mind. Okay, a free subscriber is what you described. Someone who's subscribing to you on Instagram, school, they're on your email list. That's very different than a paid subscriber that really is, that's a customer.
Yeah.
So we got leads, subscribers, and customers. A customer
Agreed.
is someone who has spent money with you. A subscriber is someone who wants more information from you and has no real purchase intent right now. And a lead is someone who wants more information to potentially buy something or not to convert, but isn't necessarily interested in more information from you past that point. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
So you got to understand the difference. And so if we talk about relationships and building a relationship, which one of these people do you think you should focus the most on relationship building? The lead, the
I would go with the
subscriber, or the
subscriber.
customer?
I go with the subscriber.
Okay, why do you say that?
Well, because I want them to be customers,
Uh-huh.
so they're so close already, right? So I have a little focused attention there, but I also want to make sure my customers are already ready to come back and buy again. Return customers is something I definitely try to work on.
Right. Okay. So let's ask the question again now that you've thought this through.
Yeah.
Which one of these do you most want to focus on building a relationship
Oh,
with?
yeah. The customer, of course.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So this is number one. We want to focus on building a relationship with them. So now here's the thing. This is where we get into a situation, and we're just talking, okay? This is just, we're thinking this through like we normally do on Wednesdays, okay? And y'all pipe up as you want.
Yep.
By the way, the most valuable business asset that any of us has is not our list, but the relationship we have with our list. And the most valuable relationship is the the most valuable list is the relationship we have with our customer
Yeah.
list, because it is so much easier to get somebody to buy again than it is to get them to buy in the first place. So if we think about the difference between a subscriber and a lead,
Yeah.
we actually don't really want to build a quote unquote relationship, a fulfilling relationship with either one of these. We
Mm.
want to take leads, and if they don't convert, we want to grab them as a subscriber or treat them like a subscriber in order to keep the communication open. But then we want to see if we can't turn subscribers back into leads so we can turn them into customers, if we can convert them into a customer.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because Stu, your mama told you this, I'm sure. Nobody buys the cow if the milk is free. You never heard that? You never heard that?
I probably have. It just
Huh.
didn't click.
Okay, nobody buys a cow if the milk's free.
Okay.
What we run into a problem with is that people get all worked up about their number of subscribers and they're scared to pitch their subscriber list because people will unsubscribe because people might not like it. And so I just want to make them my friends and then my friends will buy from me. That ain't how it works. That is not how it works. How it works is that you got stuff you put out there that people show intent. Okay, I'm interested in this. And so then you show them stuff they can buy in order to become a customer. And if they don't buy, then they kind of slide over into free subscriber mode where you keep dripping on them, showing them additional offers, trying to turn them back into a lead to get them to buy so that they can be a customer so that you can have a proper relationship with them.
Gotcha.
But
Yep.
if all you worry about is the size of your list
Mm.
and you worry about pitching people too hard or you're trying to make them a friend, you're never going to make any money. So when somebody, that's why when you know, and people make this more complicated than it needs to be. They'll talk about like funnel stacking and other shit like that. Here's reality, dude. We'll use Stu as an example. Stu put something out, how to do the pull up push. Okay, 2 weeks to whatever. You need to buy Stu's book. At this point, you're either going to buy or you're not. If you don't buy, great, you're a subscriber. Now Stu's coming out with his Ageless Athlete book. Now Stu's coming out with his what is it? Never Quit Mindset program. Okay. And you do things where it's like, hey, are you interested in this? Well, I might be. Okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. You're hitting them with targeted communication. I mean, that's, you think about a product launch. The
Yeah.
beginning of a product launch, we get people to do what? We get them to opt in. Hey, something really cool is happening. And so you got this pool of people who are quote unquote, I don't know, subscribers. They're people who are on your list. And then you say, hey, I got this bright new shiny cool thing. Are you interested in finding out more about it? And some of them say, yeah, sure. So then you send them targeted communication and a certain percentage of them say, yeah, take my money. And then they come over into the customer realm. Some of them say, nah, that sucks. That's bullshit. Okay, well, great. Then you go back over here into the box and I'll hit you with something else. And you're sending them, you know, videos, you're sending them articles, and you're just kind of keeping them interested, but then you're making another offer. So maybe you offer some kind of a cool course and this it just repeats itself. That's the process. I know that I just took somebody's 300-page book on funnel stacking and other stuff like that, and that's the gist. You grab them, they go in a pool, you make offers. The ones that are interested, you follow up either through retargeting or sending emails or both. Some of them buy, they become customers. You treat them differently. Um, and then it just that's how it works. But if you're totally focused in on trying to build a relationship with the wrong people at the wrong time, you're wasting your time and maybe giving the milk away for free to the point where you're screwing yourself and not in a good way. So, any thoughts, Stu?
Yeah, it gets me thinking on how much I give away for free because I do a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
give
do.
a, I do. Um, but I always tie it into like get more. I don't think I give away the whole cow, but
No, you don't.
I do give away a little milk.
And what you gotta figure, you give away a little milk. I give, I'll give you a shot glass full of milk, but if you want the whole thing, you gotta come over here, and you can milk the cow yourself, or we have pre-done milk jugs. Either way.
Yeah.
So this is, we're gonna call this the free line. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's all the free stuff, and here's all the paid stuff. And ultimately, what we want to do is have people pay us to help them get results, right?
Yes.
So you got people who are over here that you're, and some of them only have one eye. Uh, um, you got people over here that you do free stuff for, and you might do articles. You do like 3 articles a week, right? You do videos. You do what, couple, 3 videos a week, maybe
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
between all the different platforms
So
and
yeah,
stuff.
several.
You got podcasts or Q&As or all that stuff. You do a couple, 3 of those a week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the free stuff. People are like, wow, Stu's stuff is amazing and it's free. And then over here, you have books and courses that promise to give them the result that they're looking for. Going to work for the FBI, going to jump school, becoming a ranger, becoming a SEAL, all that good stuff. So it's really just a question of where's the free line, where's the free line? Okay. Most people, their free lines over here because they don't really have much to offer. And if they really gave away stuff for free, they wouldn't have anything to sell.
Mm.
But you're not going to teach somebody how to become a Navy SEAL or get ready to be a Navy SEAL physically with an article, with a video, with one Q&A session. So what you're doing is creating this funnel that doesn't even feel like a funnel
Ah.
because these people are out here basically trying to address symptoms. I mean, that's how I found you all those years ago. I
Yeah.
wanted to get better at pull-ups. And so I found you through through the Go Ruck group on Facebook, and then realized that you were the dude who abused me at the top of a mountain. And I said, well, definitely I want to hire him. And then I was like, I looked at one thing you had and I was like, okay, let me find his freaking website and I'm going to go sign up. Okay. So your funnel wasn't buy, 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 buy. It was, you have an issue, and and you've also expanded all the different things and places that and reasons why anybody will come to you. I can't swim, I can't run, I can't do pull-ups, I can't do sit-ups. I'm gonna fail my PT test. I'm not mentally tough. Am I ready? I mean, just there's
Oh, absolutely.
so much,
Yeah.
okay?
It's a good point.
And every single one of those things, there's a reason why somebody wants to fix that. And there's a result that they want that's very concrete, which is I want to be a ranger, I want to be a SEAL, I want to go to airborne school, I want to go to work for the FBI. I mean, it's baked into their identity, it's baked into money, into prestige, into, I mean, all the different reasons why people buy: make money, save time, avoid effort, escape pain, feel more love, you know, all that good stuff. And so that's why this works for you, because this is something that's, it just it just does.
You know what
Okay.
I'm starting to do, Jim?
What's that?
and this goes along these lines as well, is that yes, I'm doing these free things, free articles and free videos and live Q&As, but throughout those, in the articles themselves, there are places that you can click and go to the store.
Yeah.
Throughout those live Q&As, I say, yes, everything's right in here,
Yes.
right? Everything's right in here. Almost like I'm live shopping when I'm doing live Q&A.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
And nobody gets pissed
right.
because they know that you can't teach them everything in the article, the video, the Q&A or whatever. All you can do, I mean, you're just you're this steady resource. And that's because you've got depth. Again, if you've got depth and if you're helping people to do something that's important to them, something that is not a thing that ChatGPT could do for them, this works great. It's just a question of how much free stuff are you willing to give away?
Yeah.
And again, knowing, it maybe the free lines over here, maybe the free lines over here. One of the things, if you're in a competitive market and there are a lot of people doing what you're doing, the free line has to shift over here to the right. And
True.
what you're doing, it's almost like you're playing a game of dare. It's he's showing you how to do that. I'll show you how to do this, and this before I ask you to make a buying decision. Now, what ends up happening though is it's kind of like the race to the bottom of
Mm.
price.
Hmm.
Is you can have a race to the bottom of giving too much away, but there's also other things that come into play here with credibility and relationship with the customers and stuff. The reason why people trust you is because you've been doing this for, since what, 1991.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you became a SEAL in 1991, 1992.
Yep.
You went to the Naval Academy. I mean, your whole story. This isn't. You're not just some dude who, no, not disparaging anyone, but you're not a guy who knows how to work out, who decided he would teach people how to work out, and then they could translate those workouts into maybe becoming a Navy SEAL. You're also not a dude who became a Navy SEAL and then just immediately got out and started trying to teach people how to become Navy SEALs. It's
Yep.
there's you've got the story and the stuff that goes behind it. You have depth, you have knowledge.
Hmm.
And so that factors into it as well.
Sure.
So anyway, I don't know. That Give me your thoughts. I tend to run and then
No, that's really good, and I think you probably summed it up the best. And you hit it whenever you said this is a funnel that doesn't look and feel like a funnel, because I think that's what you want to talk about anyway. Whenever you had the free line, and this is what you were talking about.
sure. But I
Yeah.
mean, if you think about, even if we were thinking about a funnel into a relationship, and I'm
Mm.
not talking about, weirdness. When we say, results and relationship, what does relationship mean? I mean, when I say relationship in this context, what does that mean to you, Stu?
um, like your customer.
Okay.
They know you. They know you a
Okay.
little bit more than just a website where you buy stuff from. You know the actual guy, and actually have questions to ask, and you communicate with each other.
Right. So
Yeah.
relationship, there's trust, there's communication, there's back and forth. Um, you know, they help you get the result. I trust the guy. I got the relationship with him. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you really think about this is where we're getting a little, I'm not getting woo woo, but this whole funnel is all about creating a relationship.
Hmm.
I see the dude's article, I watch a video, I'm like, hell yeah, let me go check out his website. Oh, he's got a coaching program. He looks like the kind of dude that I could trust. Let me sign up. He starts getting me results, and I want to stick with him. I want to stick with this person. I mean, that's literally all we're doing.
Yeah.
But it's everything that we're doing.
Mm.
But if you're trying to get to the relationship part too quick, and you think that someone being a subscriber means you have a meaningful relationship with them, you are sadly mistaken. In order to have an ultimate relationship with somebody, they got to buy something. They have to become a customer. And I understand about this whole thing of know, like, and trust and all that good stuff. Okay. But ultimately, if we don't get them, if we're developing a relationship at the wrong phase of the process, we're screwing ourselves. Because if I try to develop that relationship and have the fulfilling relationship take place at the subscriber phase, then they don't need to buy anything because the majority of them are being fulfilled at that phase. I'm not saying that we hold back. I'm not saying that we skimp on stuff and everything's a pitch and all the other crap that people say. But when somebody's a lead, if someone's in the lead stage, we gotta sell them. You gotta freaking sell them. Okay. And if they're in the subscriber phase, your job is to provide enough value for them to keep paying attention, which is what Stu does, but also keep giving them opportunities to become a lead again for something new and make it through to the customer phase. And then once they're a relationship with you as a customer, guess what your job is at that point?
Keep them be a return customer.
Help them become a lead again
Yeah.
for something new.
Mhm.
Okay. But you treat those leads, you treat a lead like a customer that you want to turn into a lead differently than you would just some stranger off the street. Okay. That's where we start doing discounts. We do rewards. We do, extra bonuses. We do the things to when we turn them into a lead, we make the customer feel valued. Because think about that. If you're a loyal customer, okay, did you ever read Sports Illustrated, Stu?
Oh yeah.
You got it for the swimsuit issue, I know. Nah. My point is, when you subscribed to, did you ever subscribe to Sports Illustrated? I did.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first time you signed up for Sports Illustrated, you could get the football phone, or they'd send you, your favorite teams, whatever, or they sent you the Super Bowl highlight VHS or whatever. But after you were a subscriber, did you get a new phone?
I don't think
No.
I did. No.
Did you get any of the bonuses that they used to offer on TV for when you signed up for Sports Illustrated? Did you ever see those bonuses again?
No.
Did
It's
that
only for
piss you
new
off?
customers. Only for new
Right.
customers. Yeah.
Only for new customers. So ultimately, did you feel like Sports Illustrated was taking care of you? Or maybe you didn't really give a shit. I don't know.
No, but it was good enough weekly content that I kept paying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Until I
fine.
didn't any longer.
Until you
I was,
didn't.
yeah.
My point, though, is that if you want loyal customers to stay loyal repeat customers, when you try and put them back into that lead role, make sure you do extra cool stuff for them with bonuses, or, you don't necessarily always have to do discounts. But I will tell you this, it's a lot cheaper to sell somebody who's already a customer than somebody who's not. So if you do a little early bird discount with an extra bonus as a thank you, you're going to
Yeah.
have a hell of a lot better conversion than just saying, hey, I've got this new product. You want it?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can buy it whenever. So understanding those roles, if I was going to sum all this up and kind of draw it into, literally draw it into this, okay, everybody starts out as a lead. And our objective is to get them to buy something, to convert, okay? And some of them are going to convert and they're going to become customers. And those customers are the people that I really want to develop a close relationship with. If they don't convert, then they're going to come in as subscribers. And my goal is to turn them back into a lead so that they can ultimately buy and become a customer.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the content and stuff that I'm doing, I'm going to do content to get them to buy. This is going to, I mean, just demos, testimonials, Q&As, stuff like that, that's aimed towards getting them to buy. Here, I'm going to do content to educate on the result, to build desire. Okay. I want to concentrate on content that builds desire that then turns them into a lead
Mm-hmm.
so that ultimately they end up being a customer. And understanding and asking the question, even if you just get nothing out of what we're doing today, okay? Looking at people, looking at where they are in your business, looking at where they are in the current sales process or the overall big picture. Are these people at the lead stage? Are they at the subscriber stage? Or are they at the customer stage? Because what you do is very different depending on the stage that they're in. And what we tend to do, and I'm guilty of this as well, spend a lot of time walking along the beach thinking about this, okay? A lot of time. If you treat everybody the same, you're going to get shit results because you're not sending the right message to everybody.
That's a good point.
And so you got to think, okay, is in this case, are they a lead? Are they a subscriber? Are they a customer? But thinking of it, if so, as an example, thinking about traffic source, okay, running ads. If you're running an ad, everybody who pretty much comes off of an ad, plus or minus, you're going to treat them as a lead,
Sure.
right?
Yep.
Okay. People who are on your email list already, okay, typically you got to treat them as a subscriber that you're trying to turn into a lead. Now, one of the easiest ways to do that is to offer your subscribers an opportunity to come to, say, a class. You know, you're teaching a webinar, you're teaching a master class, got a new report that you're putting out, got a thing that they can take some action, which is you send out an email, they click a link, and either they click that link and that indicates that they are now a lead because they clicked on that link, and then they're either going to sign up for your webinar, they're going to sign up for the free report, or they're going to watch the video, and you can track them with all sorts of black magic, you know, privacy violating great stuff that's legal because of 20-page disclosures. And at that point, you treat them now like a lead with whatever sales process you've got going on there. And that doesn't mean, you know, somebody can simultaneously be a subscriber and a lead. Okay. Because now they're in this little follow-up sequence where they may become a customer. And then finally, people who are customers, again, what are you going to do? Typically, you're going to send emails and you're going to try and get them to become a lead. Okay. But that lead process may be different than what you're doing with subscribers. In fact, it probably should be. Someone who is an existing customer should probably get a different communication about whatever it is you're trying to do to get them to buy, if you really think about it. And I'm guilty of this too. Hey, man, send everybody an invitation to the webinar. But is that always the best thing to do? Probably not, you know? Anyway, not sure if this is helpful at all. Any of you that are watching this or listening to this, let me know if this distinction, or if you're like, hey, man, you're just overcomplicating stuff in your 58-year-old mind. Thoughts, Stu?
No, I like the separation of the three types. It helps me kind of divide and understand it a little better. Like Dave says, a funnel that doesn't feel like a funnel. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's big.
Well, I think, and depending on like what you're doing with what you're selling, how you're selling your stuff, right? They watch a video, they see something, they see a swim critique or something like that, and right there, oh, hey, you want to buy my book? I mean, you've got the book baked into the process.
Yeah.
But that is a funnel. And as soon as they hit that, they buy the book. Now they're a customer.
Then what's next?
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Because once you've solved one problem, you've earned the right to solve some more.
Yeah, there you go.
And Stu Smith, with over 30 years of experience, is here to help you anywhere on your journey.
I am.
Okay. Anyway, that was my thought. And I think in the end, biggest thing is the most valuable thing that we have in our business is the relationship with our customers.
100%.
That's it, you know? And there you go. So not sure if anybody has any questions, but in about 20 minutes, all of our elite members, we're going to be doing our Genie hacking, where we're going to be putting what we taught yesterday on the masterclass about lead generation, and specifically creating really what I'm thinking of as the next generation of lead magnets. We're going to be talking about that and doing a couple real cool demos. So there you go. All right. Well, Stu, if they're not a member of CopyandContent.AI yet, what should they do?
They should go to CopyandContent.AI, Jim.
Give them 3 reasons why they should
up.
sign up. Give them 3 reasons why they should sign up, Stu.
One, it is super fun to become your own copywriter.
Okay.
Right? And I was never good at it. I've never been good at writing product descriptions or any other sales letters or anything like that. Now I don't have to worry about it. 2, the Genies are awesome. They're easy to use. And I use them a lot, and I haven't even touched all of the Genies yet. I got Genies I need to play with, And then number 3, you will see results immediately after deploying some of these answers it gives you with your sales copy.
Hey, that's
and
pretty
content
good.
marketing and articles. Yeah, I can't tell you how many.
Planning.
Yeah, everything. Courses, books. Yeah, everything you need.
That was good, Stu.
Thank you.
And okay, now ask me the same thing if people want to get in shape.
Yeah, Jim, give me 3 reasons why people should go to StuSmithFitness.com.
Well, you should go to StuSmithFitness.com because Stu has over 3 decades of experience helping people to get in the best shape of their lives, whether it's for a tactical profession like special operations, first responder, or police, or even if you just want to be the best version of yourself. 2, Stu has distilled his mental toughness program into and easy to apply, never quit mindset approach that applies to all aspects of life. And three, no matter who you are or where you are, Stu has a program to help you, whether you're a young buck, 18 years old, or an old horse
Mm-hmm.
in their late 50s. Stu can help you to be the best you can be. Head on over
Ooh.
to StuSmithFitness.com.
Thank you, Jim. That's very nice.
All right. Okay, everybody. Well, we're going to take a break for a bit. Elite members, we'll see you over on Genie Hack and on the Zoom in about 20 minutes. Great job, everybody.